Unbounded here on the Coach MartiAngel YouTube channel. I hope you are watching me live. And are you watching me live? Let me know in the comments below. So, as I said, my name is MartiAngel. I am your host. I am your Latina biz coach, your multiple streams queen, and this is the Mujer de Exito Unbounded podcast, where we blend soul, strategia, strategy, and step by step guidance to help you build your online business with confidence, clarity, corazón y vamos. Okay, so let me take you back. Let me take you back to a moment that changed everything for me. But if you're here watching me on the Coach MartiAngel YouTube channel, remember to subscribe and hit that bell. I'd be so incredibly grateful for that. And if you like what I'm talking about today, then make sure to share this podcast, this audio, this video out with somebody that you think might also benefit. All right, let's go back to the story because you know I love stories. Let me take you back to a moment that changed everything in my life for real. I was sitting at my desk, staring at my computer, feeling defeated, taking a look and noticing everything I didn't have instead of noticing everything I did have. I had offers, I had content, I had pasión, but nothing was selling. And the word that haunted me the most was funnel. Funnel. Because I thought funnels were only for techie people with teams and complicated platforms and ads galore. Pero I was a solopreneur. I was doing this todito sola, trying to make it work. And if you've ever felt like that, like you're doing everything right and still not seeing results, girl, mujer hermosa, chula, I feel you, I see you, I am you. And that's why today's episode is all about breaking through that overwhelm with something muy simple, very easy, simple, actionable, and powerful. Mujeres hermosas, if you are watching me on the Coach MartiAngel YouTube channel, gracias por estar aquí. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss an episode. All right, let's get to it. The Mujerpreneur's Funnel Kickstart Checklist is something that I just created this week. It is new. It's a checklist and not 10 hours of tech lessons, right? Just a check-off list, not a full-blown course, just something to make sure that you're on the right path. Just 5 simple little steps that can shift your entire online sales experience like it did for me. So I hope that you find the link and go to the description below. And if you're listening to me wherever you listen to your favorite podcast show, remember to look at the show notes because the links are usually in there. All right. So let's talk about what a funnel is. Really, what is a funnel? Really? I mean, ¿verdad? Let's break this down. A funnel is just a journey. It's the journey that your client takes from discovering you to trusting you. Let me repeat that. It is a journey that your client takes from discovering you to trusting you and finally buying from you. And as a mujerpreneur, you don't need to do it the hard way. You need a simple, focused process that works with your energy, not against it. Aquí está el secreto, hermana, chula, hermosa. Here it is. This is the secret that you've been waiting for. Clarity sells. Confusion repels. Let me repeat that. Clarity sells, confusion repels. So if you're not clear on what your offer is or what you're selling or who you're selling to, and you're sort of confused, you're going to actually push these buyers away, right? So remember, clarity sells. The more clear you are, the higher the chance that you can sell, and confusion repels. So if your offers aren't moving, it's likely because your audience is not really focused. You're not really focused on who you're not clear on who your audience is. So you need to clarify that. You need to be able to say to somebody, here is who, like I work with the Mujerpreneur seasoned Mujerpreneurs. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to open my doors to anybody else who would like to be coached by me or enjoy my community. That doesn't mean that. What that means is that my content focus is focused to those who are my quote unquote target audience. I speak to them, and everybody else can also fall into that funnel if they choose, right? So I created this 5-part checklist. And now let me just share with you a little bit about what's in this magical checklist that I just keep mentioning. Let me just kind of walk you through it, and then you can decide whether or not you want to go and download it. It is free, right? It is a free resource that I created just recently for you. Okay, so let's talk about the number one thing is define your goal. You have to start with clarity. What is the one offer you want to promote right now? Right now, between now and the next 3 months, what is the one offer you want to promote right now? And what action do you want people to take? Do you want them to download a book? Do you want them to buy a book? Do you want them to download a freebie? What is it? What is the action that you want people to do when they see you, when they hear you, when they're with you, right? Or when they come across your social media, right? Most mujerpreneurs skip that part, right? They skip that part. It's like, I have all these things and I just want to send them to my store and let them pick. Yeah, that's great. But here's what I say. Go to your store, pick one of your items that you have on the store and focus on working on that and sharing that for at least a month. Keep on and share it in different ways, share it on social media platforms, talk about it one way, talk about it another way. And there, now you are clear, right? Because most mujerpreneurs, like I said before, skip that part. Pero sin claridad no hay ventas. Without clarity, there are no sales. Truly. So that's important. You've got to remember that your whole biggest goal is to get a sale, right? So now, number 2, this one is really important. Number 2, you want to gather your tools. You don't need 20 platforms. You just want to gather all your tools. You don't, like I said before, you don't need 20 platforms. And these are the kinds of things that I teach in my community. So if you're interested in joining my community because a one-on-one coaching is way too much, my community coaching is so much less expensive than even a Starbucks coffee daily. Anyway, here we go. Let me just say, you want one place to collect your emails. So that could be ConvertKit like I have, or that could be StanStore, or that could be whatever it is, whatever your CRM. Then you need a landing page. And you need a landing page because your landing page is a way to deliver your lead magnet, right? And that's something that somebody downloads for free. They in exchange for their email, in exchange for their phone number, whatever it is, you want to make sure, that's why it's called a lead magnet, because you get a lead in exchange, in exchange for whatever it is you created. And you also need a checkout page, right? Because once you go to the checkout page, then that's where they download their freebie or whatever it is that you're giving out. And that's important. Sometimes a checkout page is the one thing that people miss. And the next thing you want to do is a 3 email sequence. Three is the magic number. So you want to make sure, first of all, you want to send them an email saying, thank you so much. And then you want to send them another email and say, thank you so much. I'm thinking about you. Is there anything I can do for you? And you just got to map the flow. It's that simple. Just map the flow, right? Let me ask you this question. Where is your traffic coming from? Are you looking at your insights? Where is your traffic coming from? Is it coming from your social media platforms? Is it coming from your blogging platforms? Is it coming from your article platforms? Is it coming from your podcast? Is it coming from your online presentations? Is it coming from your offline presentations? Map the flow. Where is your traffic coming from? And then send them to your landing page. And from their landing page, you connect them to your thank you page with a very low ticket offer or no offer at all. What I'd like to do is I like to just send them to a thank you page with no real offer at the beginning, right? Because I don't want I don't want my people to think that I'm always selling. I want to be able to give. I'm a servant leader, right? And so as a servant leader, I look for ways to serve, right? Then an email nurture flow. Boom. And see, these are the things that I walk you through inside the community. So if you're really looking for a community, because I have a course on this, and you can just take the course by yourself, or you can join the community and do it with us all, because I walk you step by step. I do this 3 times a year, walk you step by step to creating your own funnel. And boom, that's a funnel, right? So you've got to nurture that flow, and then you create your funnel. So when you nurture that flow, you've got to write clear copy, right? This is where your corazón comes in. Oh, this is where your headline should address their pain and desire, where your bullet points should answer, what's in it for me? Remember that question, drive that question, I actually have it written on a sticky, and it's what's in it for me. And then I have it signed my audience, right? Because that reminds me that I have to do things. I don't have to, I choose to do things to be that servant leader so I can help someone succeed. Because when I help others succeed, I succeed, right? The next thing you want to do is make a very clear CTA, call to action. That should be very clear. Like we see a lot of people say, comment the word blah, and you will get blah, right? Or drop a smiley face, or send me a DM. Those are, or click here to get started, or unlock your freebie now. We're kind of burnt out on learn more. Yeah. So no more confusion. Get it now, unlock more, find out more instead of learn more. The word learn actually doesn't really spark excitement. So you want to use words that spark excitement. So number 5 is avoid these mistakes. Now I did a little list. I wrote up a little list on what are the mistakes that you want to avoid, right? So the first one you want to avoid is too many offers on one page. Because I've done that before, where I go and sign up. I love to get freebies. So I go and sign up. And if there's too many offers on the page, where it's like, okay, you go to the offer and then it says, no, they send you to a page that tries to sell you something else, and you have to look for that fine print right there, the little fine print that says, no, thank you. Go to my purchase, right? And then they send you to another page. I swear, it's like, oh my goodness. Too many offers on one page and too many offers on many pages, period, is just a big turnoff for me. I don't know if it is for you, but it is for me. It's like, I only wanted that one thing you were talking about. Don't try to upsell me, downsell me, or just take me to where I want to go, right? And the other mistake that people make is no follow-up emails. Now, I've made that mistake before, and I'm going to be honest, I tend to do that more often than not. And another one is don't over-explain. You don't need over-explain. Explain and then open up for questions. And then that way you can target your answers directly to that question, to answer that question, whatever it is, right? And the other thing, the one thing that keeps so many people away, and that is tech paralysis. You want to make sure that you're not trying to show off your tech skills, right? But that you're trying to keep it simple so anybody can join. And so you want to keep it simple, you want to keep it focused, and you want to keep it friendly. I have been there. I know. Being a techie kind of person and an educator, sometimes I tend to over-explain. And so I have all these things written down. Don't over-explain, all of these things that I just shared with you, I have them written down to remind me, right? So my own funnel is a wake-up call, right? My own funnel wake-up call. The first time I want to share with you my own funnel wake-up call. Here's what happened. The truth of the matter is, here's my story. Maybe it happened to you, maybe it didn't. But the first time I launched with a clear funnel, I cried. No exaggeration. Porque después de meses y meses of spinning my wheels, I finally saw those PayPal dings, those email confirmations, those messages that said, hey, Marti, I just signed up for your community. Or, hey, a new purchase has been on your stand store. It wasn't luck. It wasn't luck. It was clarity. It was certainty. It was the checklist. It was that I was doing the thing that I was scared most about, that if I just did a quick checklist, they wouldn't buy anything else. But doing it that way is really important. And that now is my way. And I want the same for you because I want you to make sales. So if you haven't seen the checklist that I'm talking about, I invite you to take a look at the Stand Store link in the description below. If you're still with me on the Coach MartiAngel YouTube channel, gracias por estar aquí. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell. So excited. And share it out if you like this. Share it out to somebody that might need this message, because you're my only way to get it out there, right? So grab your checklist, Mujer, if you're ready to start selling instead of stressing, because I love that. I want to sell. I don't want to stress. And let me ask you, do you want to sell instead of stress? And if so, I'm inviting you to grab the free checklist. You can find the link in the description below. If you're listening to me wherever you listen to your favorite podcast show, gracias por estar aquí. Make sure to check the show notes. So let's start selling instead of stressing. Download the funnel Kickstart checklist today. Like I said before, it's free, it's powerful, and exactly what I wish I had when I started. Like I said before, you're going to find it in the show notes, or you're going to find it down below in the description in the link. So, mujeres hermosas, chulas, let me ask you this. Do you want more? Would you like it if I explain this a little bit more? Then I'm going to invite you to build together. If you're sitting there thinking, okay, Marti, I downloaded the checklist, but I still need help putting it all together. Mujeres hermosas, chulas, I got you. I got you. I created the funnel creation masterclass for beginners. And then once you take the masterclass and you go and you still want a little more help, make sure I invite you to check out my community. It's not on Facebook. It is a community that I have on a separate platform. And I go through coaching, weekly coaching on funnels and different sales strategies and all, finances and lots of other things. So the funnel creation masterclass for beginners, that's going to walk you step by step through the exact system that I use. And right now, I am having a sale. Normally it's $59.99, but today $30 off. So it's $29.99. No coupon code needed. You don't have to scan anything. You don't have to write anything. Just go straight over to the link below and get your course. And let me help you go from idea to income sin miedo and with flow. You can enroll right from the checklist or via the link in my bio, or simply by finding me on any social media platform and send me a DM, or just comment below and say, hey, Marti, send me the link. And then I'll probably ask you for your email, and then I'll send you the link. How easy is that? All right, mujeres, if you're still with me, gracias por estar aquí. I am so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you, my listeners, here on the Coach MartiAngel YouTube channel, listening to the Mujer de Exito Unbounded podcast show. This is MartiAngel, your host. And I just want to say, mujer, your first funnel doesn't need to be fancy. It just needs to be focused. Start with the checklist, launch the simple version, and then let's scale it together. We can do this together. I can help you succeed because I have been where you are. So, hermosas chulas, this is a short and sweet podcast episode. And let me just say, let's scale it together. And I hope that you have a beautiful day. Hasta la próxima. This is MartiAngel, your Latina biz coach and multiple streams mentor, saying gracias por estar aquí. Hasta la próxima. We will see you on the next episode. Gracias, gracias, gracias. Thank you and have a great day. Namaste.